everyone, I'm Master Silver and welcome to the second video of showing off my art. Now usually, if you haven't noticed already, I typically record like the 3 of them, or so far it's been 3 videos per generation. But usually I do them all back to back, so I have I'm wearing the same thing in all of them. Now I am wearing the same shirt. I'm only wearing the same shirt because I didn't wear it that much yesterday, so it's still relatively clean. And I like this shirt, so I thought I'd wear it again. But you can tell it's different because A, I have power. B, it's light out. It's actually only it's only 6, so that's a lot. And it's sunny out still too, so that plays another factor. It wasn't rainy. There's not a storm like there was yesterday, and I've shaved, so there's clear differences from before. Now, I'm not gonna waste as much time on the intro because I want to get through more of these guys. You know, the first video actually did surprisingly well for its first 24 hours. It got 10 views last time I checked, which I know to most people probably isn't a lot, but to me that is something else because usually, especially my showing off my arts, they haven't done that well, so I'm surprised. But yeah, I hope to be doing more. Now, I teased in the last episode that I said that the first character I'd show in this one, because I'm going in order from the first one I made to the last, it's my least favorite. And that is very, very true. Because, well, it started off good. It did. And then it just went downhill really, really fast. So, we're starting off today. Oh, yeah, once again, help joining me is my good little Pangu Waffles. So, good boy, good girl, good Pangu. So cute. Protects me from all the nightmares and whatnot. So, yeah, okay. So, first one we're starting off with is yet another Sonic character. We're getting back into Sonic, okay? And that is Big the Cat. Now, you can obviously tell this one I didn't do that good on, especially for all those of you who, know Big the Cat. You could tell this is definitely not Big I mean, it was an attempt. And I can't even tell you where it went wrong, because, I think what I was going for, right, because he's obviously too slim. Big the Cat is really big. But I think what I was going for at first was because I start from the bottom up. I think I especially did for this one. And I used Vector this time. Like I said in the last episode, I used Vector to do a lot of the big guys. This is one of those big guys. I think, when I did the belt and whatnot, I thought it was really good. And so I made his body and whatnot. And originally, I think it was looking pretty good. It was until I got to the head. And the head, I think, is what throws off the most, because the head is, the same size as the body, which makes the body then look too thin. I mean, even so, it would still be really thin, but at least that, if the head was smaller, it would make the body look a bit bigger. Or maybe he would just look disproportionate. I'm not sure. But, yeah. And these purple spots make it look like he has actual eyes or whatnot. It just looks really stupid to me. This is probably one of my least favorites, if not my least favorite. No, this is my least favorite. I hate this one so much. I'll definitely go back eventually and do Big the Cat, but I've run out of this purple, this lighter purple right here. I've run out of it. And whatnot. And I'm in the process of doing Brawl Stars and whatnot, and I got people to go through, so if you're wondering why I'm sniffling, it's because I mean, it's cold out. I don't feel the cold, but that doesn't mean the cold still doesn't affect me in terms of getting me sick and whatnot. So my nose is a little runny from being outdoors. I just took the dog for a walk. But he's got a cut right there. 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 And he's got a cut right there. Already beating everyone else in every other generation. Big the Cat. I hate this guy. I hate him. But I fixed my mistake. I learned from him. This is actually, although he sucks, he's a very good learning point for future characters I do. And you'll see what I mean, especially in the 4th generation. I think I make one of my widest guys yet. And I swear. And now, we return to the Bonsai Bill. Because I did Bonsai Bill possessed by Mario. I mean, Bullet Bill. I did Bullet Bill possessed by Mario, and the other version, obviously, is Bonsai Bill possessed by Mario. So he's, it's no different. I traced him from not the original, I think I traced it from the red one. Because the red one's, more updated, so obviously it's gonna be better. So I take the red one, traced it, put on a Mario mustache, put on a Mario hat like I did for I used the Bullet Bill Possessed by Mario as reference. But yeah, this is real. It's nothing much different. Obviously, it's a lot of black. Once again, killed black a lot, and yeah. There's no cuts on it or anything, and it's not that much more special aside from that compared to the other ones. So this one, hey, at least I got the colors right. And then right after that, because like I said, I wanted to get the bonsai bills out of the way. I did cat bonsai bill, the final bonsai bill, I think. I don't know if I did anymore. I don't think I did. But the cat bonsai bill, obviously I traced over the red bonsai bill again, I believe, the targeting one, and I just gave him the cat belly. I gave him a cat tail, which I'm really proud of. I gave him cat ears, and this was probably, I think I said the red one was my favorite before, but that's before I remembered I had these ones. I think this one's my favorite. I don't know. I like the contrast in the white and black and the ears. I like it a lot. I think I really nailed it. And he's got a cut right there. There's a cut on this one. This is the only one with a cut. It's got a cut right there. But aside from that, this one also killed my black. And yeah. So cat bullet bill, cat bonsai bill. I don't know if I kept saying bullet bill, but I meant bonsai bill. Now we return to Sonic and we go full hard Sonic for a little while. Starting off, of course, this one was actually very conveniently timed in my opinion. Chaos. Now Chaos, I didn't do as good as some of the others on. Don't like look at this one and be like, oh, his Sonic is gonna be shit because this one is horrible. No, I definitely didn't do Chaos as well as other ones. It is kind of harder with Chaos because he is very translucent. Although he is like a big gooey figure, he still is kind of translucent, which makes it hard to just like determine the proportions for a guy like this. So I think I did relatively good given the thing. Obviously he was outlined by Sonic, or he was outlined from Sonic. He's got his green eyes, he's got his little brain thing, he's got a cut right there and a cut right there. And like I said, this was conveniently timed because I was watching Sonic X at the time. I don't know if I talked about it before, but I was watching Sonic X and I learned Chaos. Because if you remember my Sonic Forces playthrough, I didn't know Chaos that much. I didn't know anything about him. I don't think. I don't think I'd been introduced to him at that point. So I didn't know Chaos. And then they mentioned him in Sonic Forces. I was like, okay, who's Chaos? And then like Sonic X is on Netflix. Not sponsored by Netflix, by the way. And Sonic X was on Netflix, and I was watching Sonic X, and this guy appeared. I was like, oh, Chaos. Now I understand who he is. So it was very conveniently timed because I made this guy around that time. I actually think because of how conveniently timed it was is the reason I made this. And I think if I could go back and do him, I definitely would have put a little bit more detail into his brain and eyes, and I'd probably shorten this thing down a little bit because this thing is very, very long. Aside from that, I think I didn't do too terribly on Chaos. I think I did as good as I really could have. But yeah, you know, everyone each their own, teach their own. Now we go to more guys that I didn't even know existed. Well, I didn't know this one existed. I knew a couple of them existed. We go to the Robo Chow. And the Robo Chow, I did not copy a Chow to make this one, but I copied this one to make Chows. This one I made by myself. This one I made completely on its own. I think I started with the head, or no, did I start with the eyes? I think I used the eyes to determine like how big the rest of it is going to be. And then I did the face, and I copied off the picture, and I did the body and the arms, trying to stick to the same style as Sonic and all of them, but like changing it up a little bit. And then like the key thing, kind of reminiscent of the bomb, and then the propeller. Yeah, the Robo Chow. Probably my favorite Chow that I draw, because next up I did the normal Chow. Now I want to point out, before Sonic Forces, the Chows creeped me out when I was growing up. Like, I always thought these guys were really gross and disgusting. Like, ew, what are those things? Ugh. But like, I didn't see them for a while. Thank God, because I think if I like saw them in any other Sonic game for a little while, I would have felt the same way. But I didn't see them for a while, and then I came back, and it was Sonic Forces and whatnot. You're gonna hear me mention Sonic Forces a lot, but that's just because it's my favorite Sonic game and like a Sonic game that I really love, and I've played it a lot. Even off the channel, I've played it a lot. And these guys looked really cute in it. Or was it Sonic Forces? No, it was Sonic X. Sonic X, especially, is it Cream? Because there's vanilla. So yeah, Cream. No, this is vanilla. No. One of the two. You know, if you've watched Sonic X, you know. And I saw him, he was really, really cute. He's just a guy that said ciao. Like he was a Pokemon or something. I found him really cute, and I traced him off of my boy, the Robo Chow, and so he's definitely got a thing. It's not really a cut, it's more of an attachment, so. There's that, no cuts on him, he's relatively small, and he would be I would use this guy to trace the other ones, because this guy was more like the other ones than the other ones were. And then we got we got a Light Chow, which has got a ring and whatnot. As you can see, it's traced from the other one, so not much more special. It's got the sun belly, you know, he's white now, and he's got the little blue spots and the little wings and whatnot. He's still cute. Didn't really know this guy existed. I had to look him up. He's one of the ones I had to look up because I wasn't sure, like, oh, if they're canon or not, if they're just fan art. But hey, here they are. So there's this one, and of course, with one thing that's light, one thing's gotta be dark. So the Dark Chow, obviously a lot more vicious. The teeth and whatnot, red spiky dew at the top. Once again, no cuts, but devil wings, devil tail. Kind of got like a shadow thing going on, and no, that's Knuckles. Got like the Knuckles chest thing. And yeah, nothing more special than that. These guys are relatively the same, and nothing more to comment on that. Now we move back into like the full-fledged Sonic characters that I trace off of Sonic. Starting off, of course, with someone I poke fun of a lot. I think everyone kind of does. But this one I poke fun at a lot. Not the drawing itself, but the character that I drew. Rouge the Bat. And I think we all know why I poke fun at this character. And if you haven't checked out any video that has Rouge in it in one of my channel, and you'll know. You'll know. I think if I could go back and do anything with this one, I'd definitely like make their head smaller, because this one, Rouge has got a very big head. And also I'd fix this eye, because as of right now, this looks very goofy and whatnot. Aside from that, I think I did relatively good. Once again, traced by Sonic. This hand means nothing, I don't know why I keep it in. Head's pretty big, there's a cut right there, and a cut right there, and a cut right there, and I think this is one of the first where I started using that technique where I fill in the hole. And if you don't know what that means, if you look right there, there's a hole. And that hole comes from the edge of the paper. As you know, lined paper has the 3 holes on it, so you can fit in like a binder or something. I reached the end, and this was there. And if you might have noticed in like the first or second generation, there was a couple of characters with holes in them. This, I think, was one of the first ones where I actually like took it, drew the circle from this, colored it on both sides. Obviously this one would be black, so I'd color it black on both sides, and then I would cut it out, excuse me, and I would tape it onto here. So yeah, one of the first ones did that. Otherwise, I think I got the colors relatively well. Yeah, so Rouge the Bat. Honestly, I don't think I wonder what was going through the Sega people's mind when they were making Rouge, because although I can understand the concept of Rouge, and I get like she kind of matches her personality, like her attire matches the personality, she does have a questionable thing, being the only character A with boobs and B cleavage. Like, did they not expect backlash from that? Like, whew. Anyways, now we move on to the aforementioned vanilla. I think it's vanilla. It might be cream. Whatever one. It's a vanilla cream. We're gonna call it vanilla cream. This one, of course, I didn't do the thing with the eyes that I did with the Rouge, so that's much better. The head is smaller. It only looks big because of the ears, which is pretty good. This one was actually traced off of Amy, you can tell by the dress. But I think I did relatively good. I honestly didn't think I'd do this good on vanilla, but I ended up doing pretty good on vanilla. She's got a cut right there. And yeah, I think I got the colors relatively good. And once again, pointless, but I'm gonna stop mentioning that because you already, you know. When you know, you know. And oh, mistake, if you haven't caught on, as you can see, her head is outlined in peach, or what are you gonna call it? But this part right here is outlined in black, which is a goof on my part. I didn't mean to make that. I think I messed up. I was like, oh yeah, the surrounding area is black, so I think it must be black. I think I don't know. But hey, there you are. It's vanilla. And yeah, she's cheerful, she's happy, obviously from Sonic X. So I think all the characters I've done so far are characters that you could see in Sonic X. So it kind of, aside from the Chows. So, all right, next up, we got another character. This was actually one of the first characters I learned, only because she was in Sonic Rush. Yes, it is a she. And we are talking about, I think, one of the tallest so far in terms of Sonic characters, just because of the little hair on her head. Blaze the cat. She's got her fire there. I thought it was really cute to add the fire, just to actually have a purpose with her hand. So there's that. Her eyelashes got a little messed up, so this one kind of looks more like 1. It's actually 2, but like I put them too close together, so it looks like 1, but it's 2, and this one's 2, so that kind of messed up. And I didn't mean to make her so tall. Once again, her head's really big. I would have shrunk that down if I had the time. I think I copied this one off of Rouge. So this is where I started copying this one off other people, because they have different body shapes and whatnot. So he's got a cut right there, and right there, and right there. And a cut right there. But otherwise, I think I got the purple. Oh, I hadn't run out of the purple yet, but I ran out of this purple, like this color purple right here. So I couldn't redo this one if I wanted to. But yeah, she's a little serious and whatnot. One of the first ones I knew. And probably one of my favorites, actually. I really like Blaze. She's cool. Blaze the cat. Yeah. Yeah. It's Blaze. I don't really know what else to say aside from that. So yeah, Blaze. Now, this is another one, this next character I'm about to pull up. Another one that I wish I'd done shorter. I didn't mean to make them so tall. Well, it's not like the tallest character, but they're tall compared to the other Sonic characters. So, with that in mind, I believe his name is Hawk, or is it Sky? It's one of those two. And if it's not either of those two, then uh-oh, I forgot another one. But yeah, here he is. Honestly, I love the different colored greens. I think that's really cool, especially for this character. I've always kind of liked this character, but I feel like he's so underused, and when he's like used, he looks kind of like a goof, which I don't like. He's almost a worse. No, that's not the right word. He's used more than Waluigi, but he's so like mistreated like Waluigi. So yeah, this is the first character I have goggles on, which is something I actually use in the other ones. He's my inspiration for a character that I might end up showing in this video. I think so. I might have time. I probably will. But like he's got a cut right there. He's got a cut right there. And he's got a cut on his tail right there. I think the reason that this one, the spikes are kind of weird, is because I was trying to avoid having to fill in another hole, because those, although they're small, they take a lot of work for something so small, so I try to avoid it. But for the most part, he's straight off of Sonic. And I like how vibrant I made the reds and whatnot. I think it's really cool. This is definitely one of my favorite ones, aside from the fact that it's really tall. If I could go back, I'd make him shorter, but aside from that, yeah, he's yeah. No, I think I did pretty good on this guy. And of course, with this guy, you gotta get the other two in that pack of the Outsiders, or whatever the name is. So here is Jet. I think their name is Jet, unless that one's Jet, and this one's Sky. I don't know, but this one cut right there. This one looks very short in comparison to that one if you put them side by side. So there's that problem. Another purple and more purple one, and I think it's pretty cool. I love the pants one. She seems so. No, her name's Wave. Wave. I believe the name's Wave. So, yep. Obviously, I don't make the same mistake on the eyelashes with this one. But this one I found really cool. I don't. This has nothing like of importance in terms of the drawing itself. But I remember drawing this one while I was watching Dan TDM's FNAF World, and I freaking love Dan TDM's playthrough of FNAF World. I've watched it like 15 times already. It's just really cool. I love it. It makes me want to play FNAF World, and eventually I will be. When I have the time to record more games. The last game I tried to record off the computer, it was kind of a hassle. Ultimate Custom Night. Yeah. Oh my god, my nose did you again. Ow. Yeah, so pretty cool. I don't know who I traced this one off in particular. I don't think it was Amy. Would it have been Rouge? Was this one traced off of Rouge? I don't know. I don't remember who this one was traced off of, so I can't give you that one. But yeah, there's Wave and all her glory. And of course, with that one, obviously we gotta do big boy Talon. Talon here, made from Vector. Or was he made from Vector? I think he was. I think I compared him to Vector. Obviously, like I said, I didn't make the same mistake of that I made with Big the Cat, so I made him buff, because he is buff. He's got his necklace, his big thing, he's got a cut right there. He's got a cut right there, cut right there. He's got a hole filled in right here, and he's got a cut right there, and right there. So, obviously a really big character, probably the widest one out of the bunch that I've showed you so far. Lots of gray used. That is a very important thing to note. I like the little glasses, that's I find really cool. I think he comes in second place out of the three that I've shown you so far, the group that I was talking about. One thing I'd go back and change, because I made this mistake. As you can see right here, I didn't finish this flame. I forgot about it when I did this half, like this cut of the arm. So obviously that would be something I'd go back, but aside from that, I think I did him relatively well. I like the beak. I think I did really good on the beak. And yeah, so I remember when I was looking at these guys, I was like, wait, are these guys legitimate? And so I ran downstairs to my dad's collection of Xbox skins, like, okay, where's the one with them on the hoverboards? Where's the one? Are these guys actual things? Oh my god, they are. Okay, yeah, Talon the Albatross. Or, he's something the Albatross. I think it's Talon. I could be wrong. But yeah, so, I'm gonna call him Talon. I'm getting so many names wrong in this one, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry if that bothers anyone. I should have gone back into the research. I didn't. I apologize. And, yeah. There's that one wrong, or like Steam went through these ones a lot faster than I previously expected, which means I think yeah, we'll be good to go. Get this done in another episode. I'm not ending it yet, but no, no, we're like halfway through the episode if I'm making it 40 minutes ago. But next up, a character I traced off of Talon. No, obviously I didn't trace this off of Talon. I traced this off Sonic. The first time I traced Sonic off Sonic. This is the first iteration of Sonic in this generation, and one of the few. Cut right there, obviously not much different from first Sonic that I did back in Gen 2. But this one, if you notice, he's got like this neck piece right here, and he's taped up on his wrists and his shoes, because this is Sonic Boom Sonic. I was watching Sonic Boom because I was really high on Sonic at the time. So, Sonic Boom was on, the first season was on Netflix. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll draw, you know, they look different enough to make a considerable difference. So it made sense to draw him. So Sonic, everyone. I actually like this one. I think it turned out pretty decently. I like drawing Sonic because I like the blue that I use for him and whatnot. It's pretty cool. Oh, I should have filled up my water before this. And yeah, not much more different from the original Sonic. So yeah, Sonic. And of course, with one Sonic Boom character, you gotta do the rest of them. So next up, going back to that goggle thing I mentioned, Sonic Boom Tails. Obviously now with the strap and the belt on his torso, the taped up shoes, the gloves, the pointless hands still, and the goggles, which I actually looked at Jet for reference because I wasn't sure how to make them, so I looked at Jet and be like, okay, yeah, I gotta do that, okay, yeah, okay. Aside from that, he's relatively the same as Tails, same like Tails position and whatnot, same like facial expression and features and whatnot. Aside from this time, he doesn't have a cut up here. I actually managed to fit him on one page. And yeah, so oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, I like Sonic Boom, like the TV show. I like Sonic Boom more than I like Sonic X, just because towards the end especially, I didn't like Chris. And Chris is like the main character in Sonic X. I didn't like him at the end because, spoiler alert, they're supposed to go back, so they had all Chaos Emeralds, they're supposed to teleport back to Sonic's world. And then Chris, being the jealous, stubborn, young asshole that he was, like, took Sonic, wouldn't let him leave, and like brought him with him. No, wait. Before Sonic left, Chris like ruined the machine so Sonic couldn't teleport back, I think. And then in like crying and begging Sonic to stay, literally demanding it, being an asshole that he was. I really hated Chris in that moment. Sonic stayed and was like, yeah, sure, Chris, whatever you say. And I just sitting there like, you spoiled, stupid son of a bitch. That ruined any kind of interest I had in Chris. And I used to think Chris was cool. So, yeah, anyways, you can come back now. Hi. I'm back from my little tangent there. Tails, everyone. Tails is really cool. I love Tails. Next up is Amy. Now this one, fun fact, I've used 3, maybe even, wait, 1, 2, 3. I used 4 shades of pink in this Amy. Obviously, sketched from the first Amy I've already done. I didn't fix her headband. I tried to. I didn't fix it though. Cuts are in the same spot, so one on her hammer right here, and then where, like right there where her headband is. Except this time she's got her like dress on, not her dress, but like a skirt rather than a dress. With the buttons up and the taped up waist and the hammer being more lit up, almost looking a bit more like plastic toy compared to the other one. Or no, the other one looked more like. Anyways, she got like her the purple and the ring and the. Still a tail there. I don't know if you could see the tail in the other one, but the tail is more cool here. And her shoes are a lot more armored, almost like cleats in a way, actually. But yeah, aside from that, same facial expressions, same thing. I really like this Amy. I just like all the pinks that I used on her, and I just like in general. I find it cool. So yeah, there's Amy. I'm sorry I'm doing speed through all these. I'm running, I don't know what to say and I don't want to like waste your guys' time, so I'm trying to get through them all. Next is another big character that I do, and I actually hinted at this guy before, when I was talking about Knuckles the first time, how I was like, oh yeah, he looked normal, and then I went and saw Sonic Boom, and he looked, and he was really buff and tall and whatnot, and then I came back and he looked so unproportionate. Yeah, I hinted at that because I made this Knuckles, based off of Vector again. His face looks kind of smushed. If I could go back, that'd be something I'd change. And if for all those guys that I don't like mention what I'd go back and change, it's because there isn't anything I would go back and change. I find them just fine the way they are. Excuse me. Knuckles got a hole right there. He's got a cut right there. He's buff. I think he's shorter than Victor, maybe the same height. If he's the same height, he's obviously less wide, but it is what it is. He's now happy because he's stupid in that one. And stupid in a good way. He's like literally dumb, but it's funny. He's got his taped up arm and his taped up hands and whatnot. And yeah, it's Knuckles. I don't know if I got anything else to add to that. I think I started using Knuckles to draw some of the bigger guys. I think I stopped using Vector at this point because it's getting to the point where it's a burden to like scroll, like pick up each person, put in a new pile until I got to Vector, be like, okay, sketch this guy, put it all back, and then I think it was starting to get a hassle, so I started using Knuckles because Knuckles was like more buff and in that stance rather than Vector, who was like really bumpy and alligator-like. Knuckles is more just like a generic buff body that I could use. And next up, this one actually had to go all the way back to 2nd Generation 4 to help me with this one, is Knuckles. Metal Knuckles. And Metal Knuckles is, I didn't actually know it existed. I had to search this up to make sure it was actually legitimate. Metal Knuckles, if I could go back, I'd fix his eyes because they're kind of like slanted too much to the right. His hands are robotic Knuckles now. And if you're wondering why I had to go back, I had to go back for his head in particular. I went back, like, I dug up my Metal Sonic. I was like, okay, that's how you do the eyes, yada yada yada. Alright, sure, here we go. And so I did that, and then I took Knuckles and I traced him to make this guy. Obviously, this cut right there. And yeah, I did like Sonic Boom Knuckles. Like, oh yeah, I'll finish off Knuckles. I didn't finish off Knuckles. There's actually Knuckles I forgot to do. Right, I didn't know it existed at the time, and then I found him more recently. I was like, oh shit. So I traced him. I haven't drawn him yet. He's over there. It's Mecha Knuckles. So look forward to that in the 6th generation. But yeah, here's Metal Knuckles. He's same shade of red that I used for both Sonic Boom Knuckles and normal Knuckles. So yeah, I like the magnet type hair that I gave him. Or not that I gave him, that I just made based off of what I was given. And yeah, I can't say I'd change much else about him. No siree, no. Oh, I think I did him pretty decently. Now this is another one I liked. Sketched off of Sonic. It's actually one of the few you're gonna hear me say now that are sketched off of actual Sonic. But Dark Spine Sonic. Another one I had to search up because I didn't know if they existed or not yet. But there's a cut right there, and then he's all purple. Other purple, one of the purples I used from Dig the Cat and all those guys. I really like this one. I like the white strands and whatnot. He really emulates like Dark Spine Sonic himself, with like the white eyes and whatnot. I love this one so much. I love the shade of purple. I think I did really well in it. Yeah, white, purple, gold. The only colors I needed. Traced off regular Sonic. Obviously not regular Sonic, but if you're wondering, no, I didn't do Sonic in like the Knight Armor and Sir Shadows a lot and whatever they were. I didn't do those guys. I just did this one from that game. Because this one was like really different and whatnot, so yeah. I think at the time it was also very low in gray, so I couldn't have done it if I wanted to. Now next up is another Sonic, because I was doing Sonics at the time to get them out of the way. This one is traced off of Sonic Boom Knuckles. Werewolf Sonic. This one I don't like as much. This is one of probably my least favorite variation of Sonic that I drew. He's got a cut right there and a cut right there. I don't like how I did his head. I don't like how I did him in general. He feels so disproportionate. And I didn't know I had a navy blue at the time, so this is as dark as a blue it could get. And just the werewolf Sonic, I had a good idea going for him, but he does not look that good in paper format. I don't like him that much. He's weird to me. So I think my parents are back. Anyways, the hand, obviously this hand is pointless. I don't know why it's there. And then this hand I spent a little bit more time. I think this was actually what I started off with, just to get a feel for how big it was gonna be. Just one claw hand just hanging down like that. he looks stupid. I don't know. I don't like this one that much. I mean, like I said to each their own. If you guys like this one, I won't judge. No one judge in the comments below. But yeah, I'm not a fan of how I did this one. Now, I'm a fan of how I did this next one. I actually am a very big fan of how I did this next one. I believe his name is Scourge. But he is the evil Sonic, per se, I believe. I had to search up if he was real or not, and he's not from the game, he's from the comics. But he's got like his zipper right here, he's got his leather jacket, you know. He's got the scarred chest, he's got his shades on. The first character to have shades, actually. He's got a traced off Sonic. If for Sonic, he's got like those mean like eyes with that evil smile. That's the best I could do for that. Got the upside down flame, the green shoes and whatnot. I don't know, I really love this Sonic. He's got a cut right there. I don't know if I said that already, but a masterpiece. Honestly, I don't think I could have perfected this guy any further. And I didn't know him for that long, but I found him really cool. So, here's to evil Sonic. Woo! Yeah, I found him really cool. I like this guy. Next up was a character I was very reluctant to do because I don't like this character personally. I just find it really weird. Not for me. The character's not for me in general. Not that they did anything, but they're just not for me. And that is Sally Acorn. I don't like Sally at all. I don't. So I was very reluctant to do her, but I was gonna do it anyways because like I was doing every character and whether I liked them or not. So, nah. Cut right there, and traced off of. I think this one was traced off of Blaze, but I can't be certain. I don't know. I think I did the hair pretty decently. Could have been a bit more detail in my opinion, but hey, I didn't really want to do this character in the beginning, so I think I did pretty decent for the lack of motivation that I had. Aside from that, no discernible differences, so moving on, because I don't want to spend too much time on that character. Okay, next up is a group of 3 that I'm going to end off this video showing you. We still got quite a few to get through. Yeah, we still got quite a few to get through, but hey, we'll see what's up. Maybe I won't end up with this video if I get through them quick enough. But this is 3 characters that I did. Well, it's the same character that I did 3 times. The only Sonic character that I traced that looks the exact same, but 3 times. And that is Ray the Flying Squirrel, another forgotten character. This one obviously from the the comics. When he got revived, or not revived, but when they tried to bring him back, rejuvenate him, with the blue jacket. So this is that first one, because this was like one of the most common pictures I found, which is why I did him first. So he's got a cut right there on his tail. Aside from that, I think I did this guy pretty well. I think I used tails to actually trace this one because they're both yellow and whatnot. But I can't be for certain. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's alright. I wouldn't say he's my favorite. I know what pointless answer, but yeah, I wouldn't say he's my favorite. But like I said, he was going to spawn 2 others. So there's the first Ray the Flying Squirrel. The second Ray the Flying Squirrel is the original Ray the Flying Squirrel, because I couldn't I was looking and I found 3 of them, and I couldn't pick just one. So I was like, oh fine, I'll do all 3. So the next one is the original Ray the Flying Squirrel with only red boots and no jacket. I filled in a hole right there, and he's got a cut on his tail right there. And he's got a cut on his hand right there because he's obviously in a different position. I tried doing him in the actual flying squirrel position. It didn't work out too well, but hey, as you can see, there was an attempt made. I messed up on the feet a little bit. If I could go back, I don't think I would change the position I did him in. I think I'd just try a bit harder to get him right. And yeah, no, not much different from that. Same colors used and all that. So yeah, there's that. And then finally we go back to the blue, him and his scarf. I think he's got the same. No, he doesn't have the same shoes as before. So there's obviously the same blue I used for his jacket and whatnot. And the goggles, obviously going back to Jet, or whatever his name. I'm gonna call him Jet just in case. But like going back to Jet for the the goggles go into Sonic Boom Sonic for the next piece, and then the scarf was made by itself. I didn't take any inspiration from anything else. There was the cut in his tail, obviously, and yeah, no, this is Ray the Flying Squirrel, all 3 formats of him. And with that being said, we've hit the 40-minute mark. We got through quite a decent number actually today. We got through quite a few, so obviously I'll be trying to finish it off in the next video, but if I don't, then I'm sorry. But if we do, then hey, that means a 4th video of showing off my arm, so whatever. So thank you all so much for watching. Obviously stay tuned for the next episode. We'll hopefully finish off Majority's Cat. There's a lot of Sonic in this one, but like I warned you about in the first thing, there is going to be a lot of Sonic. It's a lot of Sonic, like a lot of Sonic. I tried to complete the entire Sonic universe in 100 characters. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'm Ansel Silver. Like, comment, subscribe for more of this, more gaming vlogs, whatever else comes. I'll see you all very, very soon. Later, guys.